I mean, bro, I think there was some stat where it's like the most shots conceded by Liverpool, the most like goal scoring actions were conceded by Liverpool against Palace or something like that. Basically, defensively, they were terrible against Palace. I didn't watch the game, but
I've been saying like I've went on a rogue shouts. I'm not impressed with Liverpool. The way that they've been playing this season, I'm not impressed at all. I don't think they can carry on with those performances and win anything. That's just my opinion.
No, I think it's valid, man. I think I was saying to Nawaaz like 2 weeks ago that I think Liverpool are just automatic for the league because it's like they're playing terrible, but they're always winning. And it's like if you're always winning, who the hell? Because it's like last year. I felt like they played terrible last year, but they were always winning because Salah was like on an unbelievable season. But now they lost to Galatasaray, they lost to Palace, and then we'll get to.
Is this the start of their downfall?
Yeah.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth. I'm joking. Liverpool. It is us actually next. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I unload?
The floor is yours. We'll sit back and relax.
Okay. Now listen. Yeah, I do think that the fan base, my own fan base, needs to chill as well. A lot of questions.
Bro. Okay, before you carry on. I made a video yesterday to rage bait you guys. Oh my days. People are telling me you can't even hit the crossbar. Like, what does me hitting the crossbar have to do with you losing to Galatasaray? Oh.
I'll be honest with you, our fan base is very emotional. It's very emotional. So I apologize on their behalf. No, but Liverpool, bro. Liverpool obviously did pick up a lot of plastic fans over the years, so ignore some of them. But I think we are in a situation this season where I think obviously the results are paving over the cracks of the performances. I don't think there was a single game so far this season, including the Community Shield, where we've actually had a full 90 minutes of like decent football. Forget 90 minutes, even 70 minutes, because even against Everton, which was probably seen as our best game so far this season, performance and result-wise, we didn't really look that good in periods. And it's almost as if we struggling to break down a team. Simultaneously, that team just has to do about 3 or 4 passes and they're in behind already. Because Liverpool play with these attacking fullbacks, but there isn't really that central defender that sits back anymore. Like Gravenberg this season has gotten more license to go forward, and Konate is sus. So it's almost like Van Dijk is the only defender there.
Konate, Disney.
Yeah, he's actually been decent this season. Liverpool have had 5 decent players this whole season so far. It's Alisson, Van Dijk, Gravenberg, Salah. No, not Salah. Sorry, Ekitike. Sorry, not Salah. It's just common knowledge, muscle memory. And then Szoboszlai at right back. So not even Szoboszlai in general.
Did you say Gakpo?
No.
I think Gakpo is not a bad shout for you guys. I think he's one of your best attackers. Without him, I don't think Ekitike was scoring.
You know, it's funny. He's been off it also. Yeah, he's been off it this season. But he hasn't been too bad. But obviously, like the standards we've had last season, it's almost like Arne Slot also last season would play his football, wait until the halftime whistle, adapt to the game that he's currently in. Now it's almost like he's going into the game with a system, and now he's not adapting to the opponent anymore. He has a system, then he goes to a plan B instead of adapting to your opponent. What I loved about him so much last season was the fact that if it was Chelsea, okay, maybe they don't have that good like fullbacks. You know, we'll attack them on the fullbacks. If it's United, they sit back, let's try and overload the midfield and create chances. Whatever it is. But now it's like, okay, if we don't have creativity with this box midfield, let's go to a 4-3-2, like a 4-2-3-1. It doesn't work. It doesn't work anymore. And Szoboszlai was so important for us last season. And now he's nullified. 3
questions. Not to interject.
Yeah, throw it at me.
The first question is, Dominic Szoboszlai, best right back in the league. What the hell was that when you said that?
Oh, did I say that?
So you didn't say that just now, but I think last week you said to me, you or Sing on the Cop said, Dominic Szoboszlai is the best right back in the league? Question mark.
I don't recall that. It must have been.
Crazy nowadays.
AI is dangerous, bro. Yes, making you think things.
The second question is Salah ?
Oh, that's all. Salah question mark. Salah this season has officially had now his worst start to a season in a Liverpool shirt. So I mean, what's the reason for that? There's a few reasons. Because not only has the two players next to him in the front line been changed, but also his partner at right back for how many years now? 7 years or so. He's also changed. So there's a system change. There's a personnel change. Salah is also, I mean, going towards the end of his career. So there's so many things to consider.
How old is he?
32, I think 33, 32.
I can let you off for Salah because Salah's actually been decent. But the final question that I have for the jury is it's just simple. It's one word. It's words? Question mark.
No, listen, he's been on fraud watch for me since like game week 2.
Hello, Uzi Bird.
I don't know what it is with him because I personally am of the opinion that, okay, give him time, whatever, okay, but you forget the price tag. The person you were in the Bundesliga to now come into the Premier League and have 0 goal contributions in 8 games, but also to not even look like you can create chances because his best chances where he was creative have been in the 2 Champions League games. So in the Premier League, this guy has been obsolete. He's been non-existent. Liverpool have been playing with 10 men for the first 8 games this season.
Yeah, but
I hope that answers the question.
He had a special camera on him, so yeah, I thought he was. I thought that was like his turning point. But it's interesting because yesterday, Jamie Carragher, I'm sure you saw, was like he needs to leave the team, and I think Florian Wirtz probably does need to drop out of the team. And my next question, which will come up in the next couple of weeks, is Alexander Isak. That he's
okay, man.
I'm from Newcastle. We're not happy with him over here, but yeah. He's the next one where I'm gonna. We've got eyes on him. So yeah,
Hate watch.
We'll be watching.
People are. It's crazy. But Liverpool. I mean, I spoke about it also when I was doing my rant after the Galatasaray game. There's so many factors. First of all, like I was talking about Arne Slot changing the system. No one figured you out last season. I mean, really, no one figured Liverpool out last season. Even in the Champions League, we got kicked out by PSG. It was a tight game over both legs. And obviously, it took a Konate mistake for Ousmane Dembele to score the equalizer on the tie. And then they kicked us out on penalties. And then we lost the League Cup in the final. And then in the FA Cup, we lost to, who was the team again? Plymouth. And that was because we played like our C team. So no one figured you out last season. Why are you changing up the system so much? That's one factor as why Liverpool are doing so bad. The second factor is we brought in so many people, and now people always say one of the most famous lines a commentator uses is like, "Oh, it's as if they're playing for the first time together." Reality check: it is the first time that these players are playing together. They've only played about 8 games together, so that just shows like we still have to build up the chemistry. And then now simultaneously, these players all came in. That same amount in terms of numbers left the club. You got people who've been at the club for years in Trent, Diaz, Darwin, even though he was terrible. But all these players, Harvey Elliott, all these guys left the club. And now I think all 3 of that happening at the same time. Liverpool are now in a transition period, an unnecessary one, where, whenever you win the league or something like Sir Alex Ferguson used to do back in the day, you would add maybe 1 or 2 players. But still keep majority of the squad from the previous season. Liverpool now, we are not the same. We are literally not the same Liverpool from last season. We have to build it up again.
I still don't understand that double striker signing. Like, honest, it's not even one of them can play on the wing. I don't see Ekatike playing on the wing, if I'm being honest with you.
And we only had 5 minutes to see that against Galatasaray. He then got injured.
Yeah,
we only got to see 5 minutes of Ekatike and Isak.
I don't know what Slot was doing there, but I mean,
I was one of the few people actually that said, after we signed everyone, it was then Isak that we were still targeting. I was like, I would want Isak later down the line, but personally right now, if we want to have a good chance of the league title again, I would prefer Mark Gay over Isak. I made a TikTok about it. It's somewhere out there on the interwebs, so it's there. But legit, I wanted Mark Gay so much more because you need a stable defense in order to win the league. And we didn't need Isak. We didn't need to spend over 100 million or, like Jamie said, an additional
just
striker.
Proving our points. Slot was just like, you know what? I'm going to prove our points here. I want Isak. I'm going to get him. There was no
Arrogant.
reason. Because this was after
Arrogant.
Iketika was bagging goals in the opener and all of that stuff. And then you guys still want
Exactly.
to do so. I don't know.
Man was moving around like Lex Luthor here, trying to be a supervillain that's bold.
Now he's
I
like
still
that guy
trust the
from
guy.
Austin Powers.
I still trust the guy. I still think Liverpool have the players and the manager to build up to a very good team that can challenge in the league and in the Champions League. But for now, I'm looking at Arsenal fans. Take advantage of this moment because Liverpool are down right now.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, it was only a bad week, right? Like, people make such a big deal out of it.
No,
right? You're not gonna
the
win every
results
single
are bad.
game. Yeah, but it's like you lost 1-0. You lost by 1 goal against Palace in the last minute. Like, an individual mistake from Kirk like basically led to that, essentially. I mean, you should have lost that game a long time ago. You lost 1-0 to Galatasaray. Like, it's not... If I was a Liverpool fan, I'd be like, it's not the end of the world, right? But, I mean, as you said, Arsenal need to take advantage, and that kind of, like, leads you on to what happened on Sunday, I guess.
Yeah. But like I was saying also, like, Liverpool, the results have been paving over the cracks. There were so many performances this season that we weren't supposed to win the game. Let's be honest. Like, let's say the Newcastle one, for example. We weren't supposed to win Newcastle. And then I would even say as far as that Bournemouth game, like, we got 2 late goals in the end, but Bournemouth they like flipped the switch in that second half and they were seen as the better team. So there were so many performances this season that were questionable. And then the results were just paving over the cracks. Now the results are matching the performances. And that's why people like us right now, social media, and even the mainstream media will now start asking questions. Slot never had this pressure before in a Liverpool shirt yet. So we'll have to wait and see how he can deal with that as well. Any other questions from me there, officer?
No, I think that's questioning all done. Yeah, the next ones really I think are coming in is Alexander Isak and is Trent sorely missed? Because I think when you guys first bought all the signings, my biggest issue with you lot was you build up so much from the right, and that right was so important, and then you're bringing in a guy like Jeremy Frimpong who plays nowhere the same as Mohamed Salah, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like, it doesn't play anywhere the same as Trent Alexander-Arnold. So it's like, how is that going to fit? And I don't think he's been terrible. Like I said, Szoboszlai's been okay at right back, right? So your right back's not been a terrible issue, but yeah, how these people all fit in together is going to be interesting. And then, yeah, you just got, I mean, I'm a Chelsea fan, so let's just hope that Arsenal don't take advantage. And I need you guys to I need you to go back to back, baby.
I think if you have to ask Arne Slot what's his best starting 11, he can't answer that question. Because even Szoboszlai being good at right back means he has now 3 headaches at right back.
Yeah,
but generally, I'm sure he doesn't know his best starting 11. I mean, there's so many things. That's why we're in a transition. We are in a transition. Arsenal.
Transition. You win the league. You win the league, and it's a transition. That's crazy.
It's poor. Like you say, people look at this. It'll be a case study.
Jamie's in transition. He's 15th, bro. You cannot say the T word and win the Premier League.
No, but you understand what I'm saying, dude. There was about 6 players that left the club, and the 6 players that came in. It's unfortunate, and it's also a bit like it's a case study that people and other Premier League managers will look at. Oh, let's not do what Liverpool did in 2005, 2025, 2026. That was a big mistake because even like you said, now Trent Alexander-Arnold is a must. I personally think so because he wasn't a part of a system. He essentially was the system. You have these passing first-minded fullbacks in Robertson and Trent, and now you're switching to driving first-minded fullbacks in Kirkes and Frimpong. So like the system has adapted so much. I'm telling you, I do not recognize my club. I'm not saying we are in a crisis or anything, but I do not recognize this team anymore.
From 1 week, 1 week, it makes me feel like this.
No, like I said, the results are paving over it. I thought maybe not. I won't overthink it. Slot is the guy; he'll figure it out. But it's getting worse since the Community Shield final. It's been getting worse.
No, yeah, that was terrible. That was terrible.
Yeah. Hey, but thanks, guys. I appreciated that. Yeah, let it all out. Let it all go.